Did you get him?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
As you know, His Holiness has just finished an address to the joint session of the legislature. He is going to make a few remarks, after which he will entertain questions from you. I will be moderating those questions for him from you folks. You know he has a very tight schedule, so I would really like to ask your kokua in that we be able to finish the press conference no later than 4:50. Thank you very much.
I'm very, very happy to be here once more, this very beautiful island. And I would like to express my greetings and good wishes for the people of this beautiful island. Then, one thing I would like to say is that is, along with my greeting, that is, everyone seek happy life. And in fact, the purpose of our very life, I consider happiness or satisfaction. So here, I think the key factor is within ourselves. That is our mental attitude. So no matter how, the situation is difficult, is complicated, but our mental attitude is such, then that person can be a very happy person. On the contrary, if a person, they mentally not stable, not happy, or mental attitude is a little difficult, then even if that person is surrounded by best facility or best friend, that person may not be a happy one. So therefore, it is very, very, very important to combine the material development and inner spiritual development. These should go together. If we expect that all answer for our problem come from outside and seeking from outside, I think that is a wrong attitude. The ultimate answer must find within ourselves. So while we pursuing the material comfort or material development, there is no point to neglect about our own inner world. So this is according to my own little experience. I know how forceful or how useful our inner factor. So that was I would like to share with you. Thank you.
Does His Holiness have any opinion on the local sovereignty movement here in Hawaii?
I heard, that, about that movement. Just I mentioned at the at the session. They generally, as a multicultural, multi-ethnic society, community, there are a lot of diversity. At the same time, there is the very good sense of harmony. So I think that is that's I think very, very important. Then of course now the concept of independence. Now everywhere now this is become something like fashionable or something. That idea is everywhere. They have, of course, each individual, each community, they have a right to decide their own future. So, but these, I believe, these major, decision or is a major issue should not take on the level of emotion. Come down and analyze the real situation, and then discuss more, and then finally the wishes of the majority of the people have the final say.
Is it like Tibet? Is it similar?
Yes, there are similarities and also some differences, of course. At least I think big differences. Here you enjoy full freedom, so freedom of speech, freedom of thought. You see, we are lacking. That is a problem, big problem.
Your Holiness, I know you like unusual questions, and our state court, our highest court, has decided that people of the same sex who want to marry should not be blocked from marriage. But our state government doesn't want this to happen, and they're trying to make it stop so that this won't happen. What are your own thoughts on people of the same sex getting married?
This, now I think we have to think on different levels or different
At different levels, right?
Yeah, different levels. Basically or generally, I think the purpose of sex is, reproduction, isn't it? So marriage means the future generation. So the marriage within same sex cannot fulfill that that purpose. That's clear. Then from the religious viewpoint, for example, Buddhism. I think it's many major world religions, including Buddhism, consider the sexual relation between same sex, male to male, female to female, is one of the sexual misconduct. That's one level. Now another level. They suppose to say a couple, no religious faith or no religious belief. At the same time, they through long relations or trust with one another. Then some particular cases, I think very difficult to
say that it's wrong.
and particular cases, I think there can be some exceptional case.
If it is the case of love, in the case of love alone, Your Holiness?
That's right. I mean, genuine, mutual sort of affection. No, not at all. It's a sense of abuse. It's genuine mutual sort of interest or mutual respect, or mutual love.
Then this, excuse me, Your Holiness, this type of marriage would be all right?
I don't know whether this we call marriage or I don't know. That's it. I don't know. I don't know. I think we should ask some legal legal experts. I don't know. I don't know. The fact is, there's such things. Now here I consider I'm looking. I'm looking from the angle that some individual if so that sorry, I mean such situation, that particular case, they satisfy two persons, both persons, and the other hand, they can be violent, right? More, it become, it may cause us in a particular case now, if lived together satisfactorily or very peacefully, otherwise more violent things happen, then of course they compare violence and sexual misconduct. Of course violence is much worse. It's much negative. So within a poison now, for example, it's a negative thing. Within negative thing, some less harmful, some more harmful. So we have to think all these factors. That's from the Buddhist perspective, right?
Your Holiness, I don't think I can top that question, but you mentioned that there were some parallels between the Tibetan struggle and the struggle of Native Hawaiians for sovereignty. What advice would you give to Native Hawaiians who are looking for sovereignty?
Firstly, according to my own experience, the important thing is preserve your own culture and your own identity. That's not only our right, but also it's very useful to keep one's own cultural heritage. The cultural heritage developed according to the environment. So therefore, usually the culture of particularly native people is very much suitable according to the circumstances. So therefore, it's worthwhile to preserve. That's most important. But when I notice some other places, there's some kind of like in New Zealand and also in Australia, I notice the ethnic group of people, and also in America, the mainland America. So I notice some people is very much concerned about their about their sovereignty, and so then I'm telling you, these people, it is very important to keep your culture and your their culture, their identity, and also I often telling people it is very important to keep their own name, right?
Their own native names.
Native name. But then in this area you have freedom, democracy. So it's much different than our case. So and I personally, it's difficult to sovereign study, but clear cut is yet not.
So as far as the actual issue of sovereignty is concerned, it is an issue where His Holiness cannot feel that he can give a direct answer, definite answer.
Sorry, clear cut.
Clear cut, definite answer.
My own case, I'm Tibet, of course, historically, is a separate nation, independent nation. There's no doubt. We have our own, culture, heritage, and language, and its custom and race is different. However, my main concern is Tibetan culture, preservation of Tibetan culture. I consider that Tibetan preservation of culture is more important than political independence. So therefore, last more than 14 years, my main approach is usually I described middle way. I did not ask the Chinese government or did not insist we should have independence. I see there is possibility. They find a way. We can live together.
Your Holiness, there are some Native Hawaiian groups that have that. There are some Native Hawaiian groups that do want their own political entity, their own culture, their own language. Would you agree with that? That they can that they can create their own political entity under a government or democracy of the United States?
I think I think for this, best thing is you know best, and of course you say I heard these things, and according to my own experience, of course you say I have some certain feeling or certain idea, but this may not fit according to circumstances, according to reality. So without the full confidence myself, this subject. Difficult to make clear comment on it.
Maybe we could take another question, yes?
Your Holiness, do you feel the United States should renew the most favored nation trading status with China? And as you continue your visit in the United States, you plan to meet with U.S. officials to talk about that?
Main purpose of this visit is not a political one. This is mainly academic nature now. This visit. So at the moment, there's no particular plan. It's a meeting with officials. But generally, you see, last year, when I was in Washington, then I told the concerned officials, including President, the People's Republic of China. Now, firstly, that nation is very important nation, most populated nation, and therefore there is no point to isolate China. China must bring in mainstream of the world community. Now, in the economy field, the Chinese themselves want to join the mainstream of the world community. Now, free world, have the moral responsibility to bring China into mainstream of world democracy. That's very essential. That's the long run. Very important for Chinese people themselves, and also it's very important for region of that part of the region and whole world. So now, for example, the human right, concern about human right to show the Chinese government. It is very important, very good. So now, firstly, the outside or free world must tell our Chinese brothers and sisters what is wrong, what is right. Then, if that the frank discussion, frank opinion or expression did not work, the suppression, human rights violations, ecological problems, these continue. Then the next option is some pressure from the economy field, in the economy field. So then when I was in Washington last year, I found the situation is such that exactly now the economy pressure is the suitable or one appropriate sort of method. So I supported the already both houses already expressed the conditional one or economic pressure. So then I expressed my support. So now today, it seems all these conditions are not satisfactorily fulfilled.
I'd like to ask.
So again, now this is so now here, one way it is quite clear. If the United States not kept that previous policy, then it great damage credibility. What say? Credibility, and also I think I think, very harmful, or I think it will be wrong signal to the Chinese inside. See, there, see, you know, I usually categorize three groups. The top leadership, their main concern is power, just to keep their power, a totalitarian system. The second group, that is intellectuals and also the students and thinkers who have visions. Now, these people, number may be minority still, but they are the real people eventually bring democracy in China. This category of the people are very, very important. Then the third, masses. They may not so concerned about democracy. Their day-to-day life, if food is available, is you see the more refrigerators or these things there, then maybe you see okay to them. So now the world community have, I think, a moral obligation to give every encouragement to this group of people. So you see if you see the renewal, the things happen, then I think very very kazoda.
Second category.
Ka.
The second
Oh,
category.
it will be, I think, a very negative signal to these people.
How long, though, before, if they don't continue to make changes?
And then the other hand, you see, the many companies, you see, many businessmen, and also as a U.S. whole economy, how to say, economy China.
From the point of view of
Yes, from the point of view of economy or business, I said the U.S. is find it difficult, many difficulties. So I don't know, difficult to say.
I would like to ask your kokua because His Holiness has a very tight schedule, and I'm going to have to escort him now to another event. So I'd like to thank you all very much for coming, and if you could please wait while His Holiness and his party and I depart.
Thank you very much.
Can the first row stay down, please?
Stay down.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm a good friend of Jane Hopkins. She wrote a book about forensics next time. And I was in Zanzibar in 1988. I was attending Sala Chakra. It's good to see you again.
Saturday night.
Okay, who's that? I don't know. Oh, there she is. Good girl.
Is there another vehicle that we can put these in?
They'll take care of the 2 months.
Yes. Well, he said, please put it in the other car, so we make this people pick it up.
Okay, let's
Which
take
other car is that?
Okay, let's take you to the car.
No, you can stay here. Just
Hi, Dad. Thank you. Hi.
Got one more.
Do I got more left there?
Are you ready?
Yes.
Back to the sheriff's
When
car.
is it back to the sheriff?
Rio's the person in charge of organizing the Dalai Lama's video coverage.
Does that include with Valley too?
I don't think it does include Wood Valley.
oh, that's how you got it.
What? Even the other.
Conversation keeps on going about fits and starts.
Gordon, P.E. and I.
Right.
Gordon Franco.
How are you? Yeah, I know.
Are you fine? Which one?
My son's best, old best. He was.
3 or 4 there. We'll work with whoever's there.
Okay. All right.
Let's see who shows up. From that way anyway.
That's right. Oh, he doesn't like to be
So,
directed.
one evening.